For this video, I'm going to show you how to create a finger joint using TechSoft. So this is a CAD package that we've used with previous projects. This is just an example of what we're going to produce. So we're going to have a look at producing this finger joint, which you can laser cut out. So the purpose of showing you the finger joint is that it enables you to glue the product together more securely because you can locate in the finger joints. It also demonstrates a greater skill level when you're using CAD software. I'm not going to draw out the entire box, I'm just going to show you how you work out the finger joint itself. Now to start off with, the material you're going to be using is 3mm plywood or MDF or acrylic. So the 10mm grid needs to be changed. So I'm going to double click on the grid, I'm going to change the grid to 1mm each way and accept that. Now the grid looks like it's not being displayed or it's gone. But if I zoom in, you'll see that the grid has appeared. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is draw a couple of sides. Now I'm just going to draw a rectangle. So on this rectangle here, I'm going to draw the rectangle at 50 by 20. I'll copy that and do the opposite side just there. Now when you come to glue these items together, when you glue in a shape together like a butt joint, if you like, then it's difficult to glue. It can slide around everywhere, it doesn't locate very easily. Or you can add the finger joints. So because the material we're using is 3mm, we're going to do the finger joint depth at 3mm. And I'm just going to do one of those cuts. So on this side here, now my object is 50 high. Now if I press the space bar here, if you look at this area here, if I press the space bar, that goes to 0, 0. So it's easy for me to calculate my lines. Now I'm going to go down, let's say 10, I'll do. I'm going to go across 3 because that's the depth of material. I'm going to go down 30 and I'm going to go across 3. Okay, so that is the start of my finger joint. Now on the opposite side, I'm going to go out. So I'm going to start there, I'm going to go out 3. I'm going to go down 30. I'm going to go back 3. Okay, slightly gone over the top there, doesn't matter. So there's various lines on there that I need to delete in order for the finger joint to work. Now that's the tool I'm going to use, but it might not be displayed on your screen. You might see the delete any. Now that function will delete the whole object, which I don't want to do. I want to delete that line and that tiny mistake there. So if I press the mouse button down, move on to the delete part tool, I'm going to delete the middle of the finger joint, that bit of untidy line there, and then this piece here I'm going to get rid of. So there you have the start of a finger joint. Now clearly not as complex as my example, but that shows you the basics of how you're doing that. The things to remember are the depth of this are 3mm because we're using 3mm plywood, 3mm MDF or 3mm acrylic. The number of these isn't important. One will give you a secure way of gluing the product together. If you want to make it more decorative, you might add more finger joints on there.